everyone, my name is Fez Lawrence, aka Choke Barbie, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to spread positive vibes, here to inspire, to motivate. We'll go through DIY projects that I've ever done, that I keep doing. So if you're looking to improve the quality of your life, I'll share my health and fitness regime with you. We can engage. I'll also share my faith journey with you because I am a faith-driven woman. So I'm here to share that journey with you, and I'm hoping that I'll learn from you. As much as I know that there are things that you can learn from me, because all of us, as we are gathered here, we are living out the purpose of life that God has created us to live. And I'm here to share those, my experiences and the positive vibes that I wake up with on a daily basis with you. Thank you again for tuning in. So as I was thinking last night, what it is that I'll be talking about on this video today, and something just popped in mind. Without fail, it'll always be my fitness and health regime, something that I am passionate about. So it's easier to talk about something that I am passionate about, and I can be myself, talking about it, because it's an easy subject for me, right? Because I've gone through it for many, many years. But this particular one that I want to tap into today is what actually prompted me, because I lost it at some point. I've always been athletic, but there was a point in my life after getting married and being all relaxed and chilled and being complacent as the wife, I picked up weight in 2018. 2018, I picked up quite a lot of weight. I mean, good grief, I couldn't even fit into any of my clothes. I started buying these huge tents just to cover up. And for me, moving from size 32 all my life to now having to adapt to wearing size 38 and sometimes even 40. It was something that I had to, I was comfortable at some point, and I didn't even know what I was doing, but I was just enjoying my life. And I mean, I enjoyed the heck out of the food that I ate also. So, but there came a point where this was not so. I got a huge, a rude awakening from a friend of mine who said to me, "There's amadolo akho ayangoma." So it didn't just happen like that. So this is how the story ends. So in 2018, there I am going through all these personal issues that I was going through. I mean, I had 2 miscarriages in that year. In the beginning of that year, we had just moved into our new home, and we were enjoying. So we have all these blessings. Also within these blessings, there's also all this tragedy happening. I had 2 miscarriages. Also, I lost my best friend. First, he had his legs amputated in August of that year, and then eventually he passed away in January of 2019. So that took a knock out of me, and I took to the fridge a lot, and I guess I didn't even realize what I was doing, but I was doing it. I was stuffing my face for the first time in my life, not actually caring what I was eating or how, I don't know, I don't know how other women deal with loss or any of the things that they go through, but we have stages. In as much as I think that I'm a strong person, but even the strongest of the strong sometimes get beat down by life, and this is what I'm here to share with you today. So on this particular time, once now my friend, the one whose legs got amputated, passed away, I traveled from where I was staying at the time. I was staying in Durban with my family. I traveled back to my hometown, Cape Town. That's where my best friend also lived, where he's from. So we had to converge at his place for the funeral arrangements and everything. But before that, I hung out with some of our friends. I made my first stop at my friend's place. So get to my friend's place, and I could just detect that there was some kind of tension happening between us. But anyway, I didn't think much of it. I was there with my husband, so I thought we're just hanging out. And the next thing I know, this other friend of mine, she was going on about how fat she was, pointing to her hips, and this other friend saying that, she must just forget, she'll never get rid of those, she actually looks good, she'll never be able to get rid of those hips because that's how she was born, that's how she is. And for the longest time, I also believed that, So I didn't have a comeback even from my friend. So I just went ahead and said, look, yeah, you have picked up weight, but you do look good. And the next thing I know, whoosh, shots were fired now at me for saying that, that she's also, I was just agreeing that she was also looking good, but she had put on weight. But anyway, I guess I deserved it, because then she came back and said to me that, have I looked at myself? Have I looked at my knees? I'm a dolo, I'm a young. Shots were fired. Shots were fired. And I must be honest, I was hurt. But then I thought about it, if somebody intentionally is trying to be malicious, don't give in to give them the satisfaction of their malice, because they obviously know when they're being malicious. That was one of the cases, she was. And luckily I didn't take the bait. I just chinned up and I looked up, and hurt as I wasn't about to show it. We didn't dwell on it. Luckily, I'm not one of those people who's gonna put up a fight and get my knickers in a knot because somebody insulted me. So I'm here to share with you what I learned from that unfortunate incident. But I guess in hindsight, it actually was fortunate that it happened, because none of my family members actually told me that I had put on so much weight that I'm a dollar, I'm adi angome. First of all, I should have known when my clothes didn't fit and I was not feeling good. Every time I would put up a pile of clothes on my bed and nothing would fit. None of those were ringing a bell, I guess, until somebody that I grew up with from my hometown said to me, look at you. So thanks again to her for lifting me up, for reminding me, in as much as it was meant in a malicious way on that day, but it actually worked for me. And here's how I will share with you how. When somebody goes out of their way to discredit you or to show off about you, to show you off, and there's one of two things that you can do. You can let that get to you, or you can get back at them by changing the insult to rock. Change the insult, turn it around, and make it channel that anger, channel that hurt to work for you. Because let's face it, a lot of people, are not going to like you. So you need to come to terms with the fact that not everybody is going to be for you, not all the time. I mean, I don't know anybody who's ever achieved anything in life that was loved by everybody. I mean, even Oprah Winfrey, I'm sure she's got haters. I'm sure there are people that don't like her. Even Mother Teresa. I don't know if there's people that didn't like her. I'm sure there are, because, we're human. You'll be trying to do good, and then people will try to do you down. Or you'll be trying to improve your life, and people will try to do you down. So here's the key. Just always, I've learned to put up walls, around me, and to keep my chill. I wake up every morning with an intention to block all the negativity out when I wake up in the morning. So in as much as I was hurt by her words, but I used those words to change me. Because let's face it, in every insult, in every derogatory word or anything that is being said that is unfavorable or you think is being mean, some of the time or a lot of the time there is some truth in it, right? So I had to come towards myself and think about it. And to be honest, I have been unhappy in my body for a couple of months, or right up until the time that she said. I knew that I had picked up weight, but was I going to use it as a scapegoat and say that she was just mean? But it's either you can use that as a scapegoat and call that body shaming or whatever. But I chose to change that to help me, and I went about doing it the right way. I went back home and I started looking for personal trainers online, because I wasn't going to spend thousands of rands on personal trainers for something that, I've been going to gym all of my life. And as much as I didn't know what I was doing, I used to love to run, but then I started to have knee problems, knee injury from running. I stopped running and I started doing a whole bunch of squats. My legs have never been stronger. And I took to YouTube and I started looking for ways to help me lose weight. I knew some of the ways, that it had to start with eating. I was eating a whole bunch of carbs, a whole bunch of sugary stuff, a lot of things that I knew that were not good for me, from amagwinya, from imi pokoko, you know, I just kept on piling on the wrong fruits that I knew that these are obviously gonna, you know, amount to me not being happy with myself. I don't know if that makes any sense, but anyway, I went through it. So using that fuel, using that anger, I took to YouTube, as I said, and I must be honest, Coach Kozak stood out for me, of Hasfit. They are a fantastic couple here on YouTube. They are actually my favorite YouTubers ever. And, you know, it started off for free. I mean, I was training with this guy, with this trainer for absolutely nothing on a daily basis. And I started right after I came back from the funeral in Cape Town, after the insult happened. So I came back and I went for a boy from that January of 2019. I'll attach some pictures so you can see what I'm talking about. So I went from weighing a whopping 79 kgs in January to, I kid you not, to about 72 by the end of March. Then I went down to 65 by the end of around May. And in about 6 months' time, I had lost, I started showing even lean muscle, and I started shedding all the fat. And, you know, it worked well for me. And then I started posting all these pictures of my journey. And the very person actually that mocked me, that got me to even start the health and fitness regime, was the one who started commenting on my pictures on how I improved. And I couldn't help myself, but I actually posted about it, that somebody did insult me to get to this point. And I made it a point of mentioning it each and every time that I would post about it, because it's so important, you know, to have a fire that, you know, have a basis of your fire. Don't just get mad, you know, get even. Don't get mad, get fabulous. Because it's so easy to, you know, to try to get back at the people that are hating on you, especially on social media, even in real life. People, you know, you will post something, not everybody is going to love your post, not everybody is going to love you, not everybody is going to be for you. But just continue to be yourself anyway, put your best foot forward on a daily basis. And that's what I did. And it did wonders for me. I mean, the very person that insulted me actually looks up to me now, looks forward to seeing my inspirational pictures, as well as my journey and all of that. And I promise you, I have no beef with her. I love the fact that I still appreciate, even to this day, and I said that had it not been for you, I probably still would have been ballooning. I wouldn't know, who knows, maybe I would still be, you know, in a state of oblivion, thinking that I'm just okay, you know, when things are actually not okay. So what I'm trying to say, that change may sometimes come from an unlikely source, or from somebody you didn't think that would look down upon you, or like a friend who says something to you to hurt you. But I think instead of getting hurt, I think you get your power back by getting back at them, by doing something great with your life and changing it for the better. So I've learned quite a lot of books along the way. One of my favorites is What I Wake Up To Every Morning, is Joel Osteen. I don't know if you can see this book called I Declare. Joel Osteen is one of those people that I cannot, it's like my happy pill in the morning. I wake up and I listen to him. Wake Up to Hope with Joel Osteen and his wife. They are fantastic. It's one of the books that I can recommend, that's for sure. He has changed the way that I view life, my outlook on life, the way that I deal with people on a daily basis, even the way that I love myself, even the way that I deal with deal with problems, even the way that I love my child, even the way that I relate to my family. It is because of all those books that I will share with you as time goes by, also, you know, that have helped improve my life. I mean, the very first book that I ever read was The Secret, and I don't know if you know, but it's to do with how the universe gives you what you are constantly putting in your mind and thinking about, and in turn it projects, you know, it manifests in real life, what it is that you put in your head, what it is that you read on a daily basis. That is why I'm so intentional about what I put in. So definitely I declaring that you're a queen, you are a child of the Most High God, you are blessed coming in, blessed going out. Those are all the things that I wake up and I declare. upon myself, because I'm just not one of those people who wake up slaying. So I have to wake up with the intention of keeping my peace, you know, of looking good and feeling good. That is another reason why I love looking good. Even if I'm not going anywhere, I wake up and I do my exercises, I do my workout in the morning, and then I shower straight away after that, and then I put on makeup, I get dressed, I look presentable. Am I going anywhere? No, especially during this quarantine, but it's making me feel good. So that's one of the other things that you can equip yourself with, you know, with the self-help books, also what you tell yourself when you wake up in the morning, so that when you get insults or you get somebody who's not for you, if you post something and they come down upon you about something, you have that cover, you know, like a shield that is around you that bounces off, because you know what you're made of, right? So there's no reason why you should get your knickers in a knot. All you gotta do is just to keep your peace and keep your confidence and just carry on. So these are some of the books that I'll share with you. Transform your thinking, transform your life. Another book, another great read by Bill Winston. Just sharing the way that the way that I used to think, so mediocre, but the more powerful thoughts that come into your head, the more empowered you become. So these are some of the books. And another favorite book that I ever got, I think my mom bought this for me, of Stormy Omashian, The Power of a Praying Life. This also, this is a stunning, this is a beautiful, powerful tool that I also wake up to. I mean, I'll sleep with my Bible next to me, and I've got all these books, and these are the things that I feed my mind to empower me to be the person that I am. And it feels good when you are confident from the inside out, because it shows to even people that are walking on the outside, that are looking from the outside. They don't know what you're going through. They don't know that you're carrying the whole world on your shoulders. But when you're waking up and making a decision that you will wake up and you will kick ass on that day, it doesn't matter who may come and mess up and, you know, piss on your bonnet. You are going to stay in faith. You are going to stay sane. You are going to stay slaying. You are going to stay looking amazing, no matter what it is that life throws at you. Use those stones that they throw at you as stepping stones to your destiny. So what I'm trying to say is, not every diss, well, actually every diss should be changed to a positive. Always differentiate in what to take to heart and what to use to fuel or channel you into the right path. And and then you live a peaceful life. If you equip yourself with positive, you'll live a peaceful life. So no matter what you may go through in life, you'll always be at peace. You're waking up and you're working out and you're looking beautiful, or you feel amazing. It doesn't matter who you are, no matter what shape or size or what race you are. If you are feeling good on the inside, you will feel great, and you will treat others better when you're feeling good about yourself, right? I don't wake up and slay. I wake up, I pray. I'm intentional about how I'll feel that day. I'm intentional about what I put in my body. I'm intentional about what I put in my mind. I'm intentional about what I entertain. So more power to you if you wake up and you absorb all this negativity that's happening all around the world, and you stay sane. But some of us, we need a bit of a push from the inside and direct our steps, you know, the way that we were meant to live. I don't think we were meant to live in strife and wake up and feeling anxious all the time. But I think the world will give you that anyway. So waking up intentionally wanting to feel good about yourself is something that is self-taught. It's something that you need to be intentional about, and it's something that I keep on inspiring people with, and I keep on will motivate, you know, whoever comes into contact with me. That's always going to be something that I'll always talk about, because at the end of the day, if you are not going to go out of your way to make yourself feel good, no one else is going to do it for you. So thank you so much for watching, and thank you for tuning in once again. We'll see you in our next video. Cheers.